Guys, the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5, The Return of the Mandalorian. Man, that was such a great episode, man. Mandalorian, got to see him fight with the dark saber. Went back to Tatooine. He got a new starship, the N1 Naboo starfighter from Episode 1. Episode 1, Phantom Menace, the Star Wars movies I'm talking about, not Star Wars, or not episodes from shows. And it had a brief appearance at the beginning of Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. So that was cool, man. Sorry, I'm just... so many cool things. Got to see the armor again. And, was it Paz? Vizsla? I forget the Vizsla, because the Vizsla line goes back 1,000 years. But, yeah, that Mandalorian, we saw him in Mandalorian as well. So, yeah, that was cool to see them. And where they went, or where he was at, that, what do you call them? Butcher, I forgot what it's called. Oh man, I knew what it was. Then I started filming and I forgot. But yeah, it started. He went to where the butchers cut up the meat that they get. So that was cool. Mandalorian. He walks in. He goes to get his bounty. He says the infamous line from the first episode: "I could bring you in warm, or I could bring you in cold." In the case of this bounty, the guy didn't want to. He didn't want to. Man, I can't think of the word. I'm always at lost words when I'm doing these videos. Basically, he wasn't going to go willingly. So, Mando had to take him in cold, man. He fought the bounty's guys, and then, man, he ended up cutting his bounty in half. Got to see Mando cut him in half. But also, Mando grazed his leg, burnt his leg with the darksaber. So that was cool. That was our first time seeing him using that. So that was awesome. And where he was at, a lot of people, I watched reactions. People were freaking out. They're like, "Oh man, it's round. It's like Halo." It's not, because you could see when it shows it. When it gets to the top, it just ends. You see it like that. It doesn't do a full circle. But either way, that was cool. I mean, I don't know if you want to call it a space station or what, but that was awesome. That was a really cool thing to see. Got to see Mando train with the darksaber, with the armorer, and then Vizsla, forgot his first name again. He he challenged him because he didn't think Mando that it was for Mando, because Mando was, when he was training, it was heavy. So he definitely needed some more training. It was heavy. He was fighting against it rather than with it. He had to. A sword is like an extension of your body, but the armor was telling him that he was fighting against it. So yeah, he definitely needed training. He won that fight against Vizsla. Oh, and also when he went there, he had the Beskar steel, and the armorer, she turned it into something else because it can't be a weapon used against bounty hunters. So that was cool. And yeah, but he said he wanted something made for Grogu, and it looked like man, I forgot what you call them, the chainmail. I wonder if it's going to be like chainmail armor for Grogu. That would be cool. Man, so much happened. Man, such a great episode. Yeah, went back to Tatooine to get a starship. It was the N1 starfighter. He looked disappointed by it, but his his go-to in Tatooine, I forget her name too, but yeah, she had a ship for him, and she helped him work on it, or he helped her work on it, and the droids, so that was cool. And then he took it for a test flight around the Boonta Eve Classic track from Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, so that was cool. He took it through Baker's Canyon. That was too cool. Oh, and also, we saw I don't know if it was BD-1 from Jedi Fallen Order, but it was a BD droid. We got to see a BD droid on Tatooine when he went to go talk to the lady about the starship. Also, when he went from that space station to Tatooine, we saw some Rex droids. Rex is the droid that used to be in Star Tours and is now a part of Galaxy's Edge. So that was really cool, seeing some Rex droids. But yeah, the BD droid as well. Yeah, so it was a great episode. He took it up in space, his N1, and the as usual, 2 X-Wing fighter pilots from the New Republic showed up to see what he was doing. I can never remember the actor's name. Paul, he was from Kim's Convenience. He was one of the X-Wing fighter pilots again, and he said he sounded familiar. He asked him if he had a Razor Crest, and he's like, yeah, it doesn't sound familiar. But he knew it was Mando. But then Mando, he took off and went back, landed, and I know the actress's name, Amy Sedaris. I just can't remember her character's name, but she said someone showed up looking for him, but she sent her away. But then she was still there. She snuck back into the docking bay. It was Fennec. So that was cool. Fennec Shand showed up and telling him that Boba Fett needs some help, needs some muscle for a job. And she threw some credits at him, but he's like, I'll do it on the house. So yeah, he's joining Boba on whatever is going to happen in episodes 6 and 7. So that'll be awesome. A lot of people are speculating that Luke is going to show up in the next episode. But I don't know if that would make sense, because I mean, it's still Boba Fett's mission and what he has to do. I feel like it would be better anyway for Luke to show up again in Mandalorian Season 3. Because I've seen some images that people created of Luke training Mando how to use the Darksaber, or just how to fight with a saber in general. I feel like I left out something. Fennec Shand joined her. I probably did leave out something, but oh yeah, he mentioned that before he joins Boba Fett, he's gonna go pay a special visit to little guy. I think that's what he said. So basically, he's talking about Grogu. So that's cool. I don't know if we will see that in this, or if it's gonna be something that they call back to in Mandalorian Season 3. But either way, I'm glad we still have Grogu. Oh, and also when he had the gift for Grogu, it was tied up and it looked like Grogu's head, so that was really cool. Oh, and also when Mando landed back down after testing the Naboo starfighter, the N1, Amy Sedaris' character asked him what he thought about it, and he said wizard. And that's a callback to episode 1, when Kitster, Anakin's friend, found out he was gonna race. He said to Anakin, he said, "That's so wizard." So yeah, they brought that back. So yeah, there was a lot of Easter eggs. Sorry. But yeah, a lot of cool Easter eggs in this, whether it's droids or the starfighter, or just lots of awesome stuff. So that was really fun. It was a great episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I look forward to episodes 6 and 7. Tell me what you thought about this episode. Tell me what you've been thinking about the season so far, your thoughts on it. I've loved it so far. All 5 episodes I've really enjoyed a lot. It's a great story. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everybody's having a good day. Cold down here in Florida. Hope everybody's enjoying their weekends, the weekend, the weather. Do what makes you happy. Love life. Enjoy yourself. And hope you're all doing good. Hi, my name is Ryan. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. Do all that stuff if you haven't already. And peace.